Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aaron Hendry. But I think my main mission here was to tell a little bit about my dad, Captain F.M. Hendry. And I want to start out, and I want to start out because sometimes I get emotional. We had a lot of trials and tribulations dredging. We did a big dredging job down Fort Manatee. Dredged about 10 million yards there for about half price. And my dad left us this world unexpectedly and left me and my brother with about 9.5 million yards to dredge down there. Half price, but we put in a claim because it said there's more rock there than there's supposed to be. So we had a big claim meeting, and it lasted all week, but on about the third day, the other side had some correspondence that was not favorable to us at all. And my dad had sent a letter to the railroad that this job, is this thing working?
Yes, sir.
That this job could be done, for 50 cents a yard, and then we bid 19 cents. So I happened to see the letter on the desk there, and I decided I better do something. So about 6 lawyers, 4 or 5 lawyers and others in there. And I said, I see this letter from my dad to the railroad, and I said, I think I know what he said. And I said, he's not here to defend himself about this, and I just think I'm going to be able to take any of this, and I stormed out. But anyway, it worked. Because they talked it out for about 5 minutes, and I don't know, but anyway, we got a lot more money out of the job than we had done anyway. So much for that story. But Captain Hendry came from a pioneer family down in South Tampa when there wasn't anything but mainly cattle in South Florida. And he was one of 7 children and went to sea when he was 15 or 16 years old. He was in the First World War. Then he went to work for Standard Oil Corporation, fell named Rockefeller, and he was 26 years old. They made him captain of a Standard Oil tanker, and that was something, youngest captain there. Anyway, after about 10 years, he came back to Florida, and Florida was booming in the 20s, and he saw where he could sell oyster shell. And so all these streets in Tampa and St. Petersburg got oyster shell based under them. But then he started a company called Shell Producers with a guy over at Clearwater, a partner that had a lot of money to bankroll it and build up all this equipment, and he discovered he could put a pipeline behind those dredges and build land, so he went from there. He loved the challenge, and he was always looking for something else that really challenged him. In 1948, he was the first chairman of the Tampa Port Authority, and he was responsible for getting Tampa Harbor deepened in, I think, to probably just 30 feet back in the 80s. But he was a man that loved the challenge, and he really did the better the challenge, the more he liked it. And he was a family man. He loved my mother, and he loved his children, and he's a great credit to us here. And I think I've said enough about it, so everything has been said here. All I want to say is I appreciate everybody coming, and we appreciate the opportunity to be here and help everybody in the community. And we're here to stay. So thank you very much. Over on the dry dock, my lovely wife Barbara is going to bust a bottle of champagne on the dry dock. 1, 2, 3, go.
Break it.
She missed.